Hello everyone, welcome to Sneha Videos. This video is for 9th class from chapter 1 Real Numbers, and in this video we are going to discuss exercise 1.3 and the topic is successive magnification. How to represent a given number on a number line using this successive magnification procedure. So children, we know how to represent the integers on a number line. Okay, there it is very easy, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and here -1, -2, -3. We know how to represent the integers on a number line. But if I gave you the rational numbers means the p by q form numbers. Okay, only the rational p by q form numbers which are in decimal form. Again we have decimal form, we have terminating and non-terminating, right? And in non-terminating again we have non-terminating repeating and non-terminating not repeating, right? For the clear explanation of this, please follow the link which is given in the description. In the description I gave all the maths videos link of class 9th. Okay, please follow them. Okay, here if I gave you the terminating decimal or non-terminating repeating decimal, these two are our rational numbers. How to represent these rational numbers terminating and non-terminating repeating on the number line? Okay, so to represent this terminating, suppose I am taking 2.34 and if I am taking 2 point some 3 point whatever it is, 32 point also you can take 32.769 and I gave bar for 69. Okay, so here the periodicity is 2. Here if the bar is there we can say it is continued, the same digits are continued means it is non-terminating repeating. Okay, non-terminating repeating, and this is your terminating. Okay, now if I ask you to represent these numbers on a number line using successive magnification, then this method is used. Now okay, here I used a word successive magnification. What is this successive magnification? Children, I here see I gave you one symbol, search symbol. Okay, in our YouTube, in our phone, mobiles, you will have this search button. In WhatsApp, wherever it is, we'll use this search button, right? Okay, means if you are typing something here and if you click the search button, it will search whatever information you want here and it will give you that link, or it will go get you to that point, right? So here also if I and you observed, you know this glass, right? Magnifying glass. Okay, here suppose I gave one chart. Okay, in that chart there are some designs, whatever it is. Okay, some designs are there. Okay, and here I gave a small dot. Okay, by seeing with our eyes we cannot easily point out that point, and I gave you this magnifying glass and I asked you to observe that point and tell me the color which I put on that point. Okay, means you'll use this magnifying glass and you'll observe carefully, means like zooming position, right? Magnifying glass is nothing like it zooms. Okay, zoom in. Okay, so if you zoom in and if you observe, you will clearly see that point and you can tell each and everything about that point. What is its color and what is its shape, whatever it is. Okay, so here we are using this glass to observe any point in detail and in exact position. What is its exact position or what is its exact nature? Okay, so here also this successive magnification means whenever I gave you a number and I ask you to show it on a number line, you will not go to this point directly. First you will see it is lying between the which and which. Okay, which and which points. See, when we are surfing the internet, when you are surfing in YouTube, then also you'll if you type something and if you click the search button, it will not directly take you to that position. Okay, it will give you some videos or it will give you some links. Okay, and from this links also, if you want your respective video from someone, okay, then you can select it and now you can open it. Means we are filtering in this way. Okay, here also the filtration is done in this way, like a step-by-step procedure. Okay, first suppose 3.796 I gave. Okay, first it will go to 3.7, then it will go to 3.79, and it will give the next step. In the next step it will give the exact position, means in detail, point to point. Okay, here suppose let me tell one more example. If you want to observe one person's face, okay, if you want to observe one person's face, okay, first you'll put the magnifying glass. Okay, you observe two eyes, one nose, one mouth, everything. Okay, now if I want to if I ask you to tell what type of mark is having on his face, means now you will zoom this position, right, because he is having the mark here. Okay, you'll zoom this position. Now again I asked how many dots are there on that, means again you'll now in this face position also, on this cheek, you'll zoom only this position, right, means for the exact position you will zoom in and zoom in and zoom in, right. So in the same way, by using the successive magnification, we will take the number in detail and will give the exact value of that on the number line. Okay, now let us start with the question, which is first one, visualize 2.874 on the number line using successive magnification. Okay, means here 2.874 we should show it on the number line by using the successive magnification, means by each and in detail the correct position. Okay, so let us go to the problem now. So we are given a number 2.874, right? If you observe carefully, this 2.874, it is greater than 2, right? It is greater than 2 and it is less than 3. Okay, means from here only we will confirm that whatever this 2.874 is there, it is lying between 2 and 3, right? It lies between 2 and 3. So let me mark this 2.874, sorry, let me mark this 2.874 on the number line between 2 and 3. So there is one procedure. Here he asked, here after decimal we have 3 digits. Okay, at a time we are not indicating this number on the number line in one step. Here we should go through a step-by-step procedure. We should indicate, because here this number should be shown on the number line in an exact position. Okay, so for that one we will take here 3 digits are there after decimal, so there will be 3 steps. First thing you should remember is after decimal there are 3 digits, so your number lines will be in 3 steps. Okay, so first thing you should represent just 2.8, next 2.87, next 2.874. First 2.8, only one digit after decimal, next 2 digits after decimal, next 3 digits after decimal. So here after decimal there are 3 digits, so there will be 3 step-by-step procedure. Okay, now let us go to the first step. We know till here we know that this number is lying between 2 and 3. Okay, so let me take the number line. It is lying between 2 and 3, right? Now between 2 and 3 you will have the digits, you have the numbers 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 in that way, right? So let me take the numbers 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, 2.9, right? Here our number is, first we should represent 2.8, right? So where is our 2.8? It is here. Okay, so we will mark it 2.8 and it is after that 2.87 is there. Okay, means this number is lying between 2.8 and 2.9. Okay, don't confuse. If the question is given directly like 2.8, then we can directly indicate this 2.8. Okay, but here 2.874 means after 8 there are some more digits. Okay, means it is lying between, means it is greater than 2.8 and less than 2.9, right? It is lying between these two. So mark this 2.8 and 2.9. Till now we didn't get the exact number. Okay, now next step we want 2.87. okay, means here if you see properly, this number is lying between 2 and 3. Simple children, this the given question is lying between 2.3. okay, we took from 2 to 3. It is lying between 2.3 and we are indicating that that number is in between these two things. Okay, now again we came to know that the given number is in between these two things, right? So now this we should take the numbers from these two things. Okay, means in step 2 you'll have this number 2.874 is in between 2.8 and it is in between 2.9. means it is in between 2.8 and 2.9. Now write the numbers between 2.8 and 2.9, means 2.81, 82, 83 in that way. Okay, 2.81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, right? So now it is 2.87. okay, so it will, here it is 2.87. again there is 4, right? Means it will be in between 2.87 and 2.88. simple. Okay, if there is another digit after this step, then it should be marked in between the next one and this one. Okay, 2.87 and 88. okay, now we came to know if there is another digit, means this number is lying between 2.87 and 2.88. okay, so again take the same step, step 3. it is lying between 2.87 and it is lying between 2.88. okay, now write the numbers between these two, 2.871, 2.872, 2.873 in that way. okay, 2.874, 875, 876, 877, 878, 879, 880. so that is 0, means no need to write that 0. okay, if you see here 2.874, our 2.874 is here, and here if you observe there is no continuation of the digits here, it is stopped here, means it is the exact value, right? 2.874 is the exact value, so I can mark only the 2.874 because our exact value has come. Then there is no, here you should not indicate the two numbers because whatever number we want, we got that. okay, so now you can represent 2.874. this is our final number. okay, so instead of going directly to this one, we will go in this step by step procedure by doing one digit after decimal. okay, I am explaining you again in brief, listen properly. Here we know this number is in between 2 and 3, so mark the numbers between 2 and 3. okay, in between 2 and 3 you'll have 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, all these things. okay, now here after decimal you have 2.8 and there is continuity, so it will be in between 2.8 and 2.9. okay, now we know that this number is in between these two things, so we will take the numbers from these two things. okay, magnification, successive magnification means we will observe the numbers in between these two. okay, you know magnifying glass, right? For the clear examination or the for clarity purpose, for the pin small drop also, to observe the small drop also we'll use this glass. so here also for this number we will use this glass, means we will use this method which is indicating the numbers in between these two. we are magnifying them. okay, so 2.8 and 2.9 here. okay, so here we should write the numbers between these 2.8 and 2.9. again it is 2.87, means there is one more digit here, so it will lie between 2.87 and 2.88. okay, now again take 2.87 and 2.88. okay, these two numbers and write in between numbers, and our question is 2.874. there is no continuity, it is stopped here, means the exact value we got 2.874. okay, so let us take the next question. So let us go to the next problem. Visualize 5.28 bar. okay, so here the bar is for 2 digits. okay, means our representation will be like this, 5.28 28. Here the bar is for 2 digits, so these 2 digits will be continued. 28, 28, 28, so on. Okay. If there is bar means there it is a continued number, right? So this 28, 5.28, 28, 28, 28, we should show it on a number line. This is called the non-terminating repeating. Okay, whenever it is not giving the remainder as 0, then only the decimal number will be expanded, and here it is repeating, the 2 digits are repeating, so it is called as non-terminating repeating. Okay, so here he asked visualize 5.28 bar on the number line up to 3 decimals. Okay, so here you may get one doubt, right? Like if I write this 28 bar as 5.28, 28, 28 and so on means till how many 28s I should show it on a number line. Okay, we don't know till at which point we should stop on the number line. For that only he gave up to 3 decimals. Means after decimal you should take only 3 digits. Up to 3 decimals means after decimal point it should be stopped at 3 decimal point. Third decimal point means 5.282. If it is shown till 5.282, then it is enough. Okay, so let us go to the slide where it is clearly explained. Okay, so here he asked 5.282828 bar, right? Sorry, 5.28 bar, right? Means, and he again gave one condition that it is to be shown till third decimal, means it is 5.282. It is enough till here. Okay, this 5.282 whatever is there, if you observe carefully, it is greater than 5. 5 point means it is greater than 5, right? It is greater than 5 and it is less than 6. After next number of 5 is 6, so it is lying in between 5 and 6. Okay, so now we came to know that this 5.282 is lying in between 5 and 6. So let me represent it on the number line 5 and 6. Okay, now in between 5 and 6 we have the numbers 5.1, 2, 3, 5.4, 5.5, 5.6, 5.7, 5.8 and 5.9. Okay, now here the first point is 5.2. First we should show 5.2 because we are magnifying it, means in detail we should go. First one thing, in that again we'll go again, and in that we'll observe carefully the next step. Okay, so 5.2. Okay, and here if you observe there are after numbers also there are after digits. After 2 there are some digits, so it is not the exact 5.2, it is lying in between 5.2 and 5.3. Okay, so let me mark 5.2 and 5.3. Okay, now here again 5.28, this 5.28 in between 5.2 and 5.3. okay, it is in between 5.2 and 5.3. So we should write the numbers between 5.2 and 5.3. They are 5.21, 22, 5.23, 5.24 in that way. Okay, now here we finished 5.2. Now next 5.28, right? 28. Our 28 is here. Okay, and there is one more digit after this one, means it is not the exact value, so it will lie in between 5.28 and 5.29. Now we want one more digit, means we should take these numbers and we should write in between numbers 5.28 and 5.29. Okay, so the numbers in between 5.28 5.29 are 5.281, 282, 283, 284 in that way. Okay, so our next number is 5.282. 282. So we got exact 5.282. There is no continuation of this one because he asked only the 3 decimal values, right? So we got 5.282. Okay, this is how you will do the successive represent the number on a number line using successive magnification. If we are suppose 5.2828, suppose 5.2828, up to 4 decimal values he asked. Okay, so 282 we finished. 282 again 8 is there, means it will lie in between 5.282 and 282. 3. In the next step, you will get 5.282828 here. Okay, so please don't confuse, take your own problems, put bar for only one problem, one number also. Suppose I gave 5.28. Wait, I'll tell in the next slide. Suppose I asked, sorry, let me take one more color, 5.2, I gave the question 5.28 bar, only the bar is for 8. So you will write this number as 5.288888 so on. Only the 8 will be continued. Okay. Now my question is, mark 5.28 bar on the number line up to 4 decimals. 4 decimals means this is 4 decimals only, right? 5.2888. 4 decimal. After decimal there are 4 points, 4 digits, right? So our first step will be, this will be in between 5 and 6, right? So first is 5.2 only. So your 5.1 will be here and this 5.2. This is 5.2 and next is your 5.3, right? So it will be in between 5.2 and 5.3. Now next again this 5.2 will be here. You should take the numbers in between 5.2 and 5.3, right? So 5.2 and 5.3. Next 5.28. So here it will be 5.28. There is some more digits after this one. So it will be in between 5.28 and 5.29. Okay. Next again 5.288. So 5.2829 will be written 281, 5.282. In that way you should take. Okay. 5.281, 5.282 like this. Clear? Next at last you should point 5.2888. Okay. So after decimal 4 are there. So you'll get 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. After decimal how many places he asked, that many steps you will be getting. Clear? Please don't confuse. Take your own problem, put the bar for any number, any digit and you can do by your own. Okay. Practice. It is also a 4 marks question, very important, compulsory 4 marks question. From this chapter is the long division method as well as this one, and you'll get the rationalizing question. Okay. So I hope you understood this video. If you understand, please share my video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.